Those guys, for my artists, they introduced cocaine to my artists. So once they got on cocaine, once they got on drugs, once they got on alcohol, and that's when the weird stuff happened. And I think that's what took Puffy down that lane. Then you got to remember, Clive Davis, Russell Simmons, Andre Harrell.
Simon, come on.
You better believe it. Alcohol, drugs. He compromised his manhood. Because he was taught that. He got Usher as a kid. They never recorded no songs, but alcohol, drugs, sex. Justin Bieber.
Suge Knight claimed in a bombshell interview that disgraced mogul Sean Diddy Combs and other music stars are victims of abuse. Name-dropping powerful XX, he says, are behind the alleged misconduct. The former Death Row Records CEO, who is serving 28 years behind bars for running over and killing a man, told News Nation Tuesday that his artists used to only smoke weed but allegedly got into heavier drugs once they were signed to other record labels. Those guys, they introduced cocaine to my artist Knight, 59, alleged to host Chris Cuomo in a phone call from prison. So once they got on cocaine, once they got on drugs, once they got on alcohol, then that's when the weird stuff happened. I think that's what took Puffy Combs down that lane. The convicted felon went on to allege that Clive Davis, Russell Simmons, and Andre Harrell used alcohol, drugs to compromise Combs' manhood. Combs was taught that. He got Usher as a kid. Alcohol, drugs, sex. Justin Bieber and see they do these things to take control. You choose to be gay, that's your preference, but they're doing this to people for control, Knight further claimed in the interview. Davis, Simmons, and Harrell have never been charged with the allegations made by Knight. Page 6 cannot independently confirm whether Knight's claims are true. A spokesperson for Davis emphatically denies the claims made about the legendary music producer, 92. This is a completely fabricated thread that is being trafficked by an incarcerated felon, the Rep tells Page 6, exclusively Wednesday. Mr. Knight's assertions about Clive Davis are 100% false, as nothing of the sort ever happened. The spokesperson adds, Clive is a mentor to artists, and in keeping with this, never ever condoned any such inappropriate behavior. Davis, who was the president of Columbia Records and spearheaded the careers of stars like Whitney Houston, Barry Manilow, and Aerosmith, has never been accused or convicted of any sex crimes. Yet he has proven to be loyal to Diddy in January, after Combs was sued by ex-Cassie Ventura for rape. Davis stood by the Bad Boy for Life rapper and did not disinvite him from his annual pre-Grammys bash. Puffy is perennially invited to the party. He's always on the list, a source told Page 6 at the time. Page 6 also reached out to a rep for Simmons, as Knight also named him but didn't hear back. The Def Jam Recordings co-founder, 66, has not spoken out about the allegations made against Combs. He himself has faced controversy in the past, though, as multiple women have accused him of rape, leading the record executive to step away from his companies and retreat to a more private life in Bali. Simmons has denied ever forcing himself on anyone, saying in 2020, I could never say that someone doesn't feel victimized. These stories are 25 to 40 years old. I can't say that someone doesn't feel victimized. I can tell you that I don't feel I victimized them. Harrell, who mentored Combs, was never charged with sex crimes. He died from heart failure in 2020 at the age of 59. His estate could not immediately be reached. Page 6 also reached out to reps for Combs, Bieber and Usher for comment on whether there is any validity to Knight's Elenite sale, but our requests were not immediately returned. However, this is not the first time the latter two superstars have been dragged into the Last Night rapper scandal. Earlier this year, a video surfaced of Combs calling out a teenaged Bieber, now 30, for not hanging out with him the way they used to, seemingly making the sorry singer appear uncomfortable. An insider, however, told People recently that while Bieber is aware of Diddy's arrest and all the allegations, the baby singer is in a happy bubble since his son Jack was born last month. Past interviews that Usher, 45, has given have also surfaced, including one where he details living with Combs in his early teens and being exposed to a pretty wild and crazy lifestyle at a young age. I went there to see the lifestyle and I saw it, the hitmaker said on the Howard Stern show in 2016, but I don't know if I could indulge and even understand what I was looking at. Since Combs' arrest, Usher sparked further confusion by claiming his ex-account was hacked when all his past tweets had mysteriously disappeared. Neither Combs, Usher nor Bieber have ever publicly accused the executives Knight named of sexual misconduct or inappropriate behavior. Following a lengthy federal investigation that included raids on Diddy's homes in Miami and LA, the coming home rapper was charged this month with racketeering conspiracy, sex trafficking by force, fraud or coercion, and transportation to engage in prostitution charges. Combs has pleaded not guilty and is being held without bail while awaiting his trial.